Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Molina and I am a professional League of Legends player. I main support. I've been playing League of Legends ever since it came out a year and a half ago. I think that's when I started playing. But anyways, I just wanted to make a video talking about certain overrated games, and I'm going to be focusing on the Nintendo 64 this video. I feel like the Nintendo 64 was a very iconic and a very big advocationist for gaming, and it really proved to take gaming to the next level. So I just basically want to make in this video. A lot of people do not have what it takes to talk about something so controversial. Um, it's a very controversial debate. As you can see, my laptop is overheating because it's a very controversial debate. So what I want to talk about is there's three video games that I want to talk about that were, in my opinion, just very overrated. Maybe I'll include four or five more, but and I have replacements that I feel like deserve that spotlight. I'm not saying that these overrated games are trash. I'm just saying that they're a little bit overrated. They're still good. They're just not anywhere near as they should be. So the first game I want to talk about is GoldenEye, 007 GoldenEye. I feel that game was very repetitive. The stages were really just the same thing over and over. You just basically killed enemies in the same way, in the same fashion. The weapons were very short, limited in terms of variability. The levels were a little bit hard. I don't like the fact that you can't knife through anything. Like you can melee them, but there's not a button specifically for that. Um, I just feel like it's a copy of Call of Duty. It's trying too hard to be Call of Duty, and I went ahead and sold all of these games. I think they're overrated, and I have a replacement here. So I just feel like it's too much like Call of Duty, and I was very disappointed in that. So instead, I purchased Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, and it's a very good first-person shooter because you can make it a third-person or a first-person shooter, and that's not something a lot of games offer. So that's a very good feature of this game. And I think it's also really good because the movies are really iconic all, and they're just really they kind of correlate with the game and the movie, so it's really nice. If you watch the movie, it feels like you're part of like an actor in the movie when you play this game for sure. I think it's part 5 or something. It came out probably like 30 years ago, but or 20, sorry. But yeah, it's a really good game. I really recommend it. The weapons are very futuristical. Um, and yeah, like if you enjoy first person shooters or third person shooters, I would recommend this one over GoldenEye 007. I feel this is an underrated game, and I feel like GoldenEye is an overrated game, so I went ahead and sold it. The next overrated game I have here is I haven't sold this one yet. I'm planning to. Diddy Kong Racing. Um, it's just not very realistical for me. I don't see how Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong and all these animals are driving cars. I think it copied Mario Kart. It tried very hard to be like Mario Kart, and the only reason it kind of did really well was because it's Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong. Like they're very iconic characters, and I just felt that the fact that they added a story mode was a way to compensate for the horrible racing, quality of the game. Like the story was pretty cool. You could travel around different areas and race different tracks, but it was just a mode of like hiding the fact that the game was very bad. So I didn't really like this game. I kind of give this maybe 2 out of 5 stars. I really did not like this game at all, and I kind of would recommend this one right here. I purchased this one, and it's called Battle Tanks. It's not a racing game, but you're still in a vehicle. I think that's pretty much what a racing game means, is that you're in a vehicle, not so much that you're racing. You are racing against time to save the world, so you're in a vehicle, you're racing against time, so it's pretty much a racing game for me. I don't know how else to classify this game, but Battle Tanks Global Assault. Battle Tanks Global Assault is a very cooperative game. You can cooperative with your friend or family member, and it's really good. it's a great racing game in my opinion because you got to complete levels pretty quickly in order to advance before you get a game over. And yeah, the whole cooperative part of this is really nice. So I would definitely give this probably like a 4.99 out of 5. The only reason I don't give it a higher rating is because that there's no female character that you can control. Um, let's see, what else do I have here? Okay, the next game is more like a. Okay, I'm gonna get blown up for this. Super Mario 64. Everywhere I go, I hear that this game was very good. It was one of the best Mario games. It was really iconic and all this stuff. And I just feel like people are just saying that because it's Mario. I'm so sorry, but that's how I feel about it. It's Mario, and you know I'm not afraid to speak my mind, and I just feel like it was very overrated. You know, the fact that you're in a castle and you jump behind pictures to get like 8 stars in each world is kind of just very repetitive. I didn't like that at all. Like it kind of felt like the same thing over and over in just different environments. And Bowser wasn't even like that hard of a boss as well. So I don't know. I just didn't really like it. You can't play as Peach. That was a big issue for me. The fact you can only play as Mario was kind of stupid in my opinion. So anyways, let's just say it's a bad game. I didn't really like it, but I would replace it with Scooby-Doo Classic Creek Capers. This is a great game to play when you want to actually find something and solve a mystery and kind of have a better adventure than Super Mario 64. I feel like this is a very good game depicting the powers of the Nintendo 64. It was really good for its time, and I'm a really big oh shit, my eBay. I'm a really big Scooby Doo fan, and this is really good. You get to play as Scooby Doo or Shaggy, and it's got 5 incredible in depth levels. So all the levels are in depth, meaning that there's a lot to do. There's a lot of different environments and different approaches so you can complete the level. So I was really surprised at how much depth these games had back in the day. Um, so yeah, I would really recommend this game. Instead of playing Mario, just go ahead and sell that game. I sold it for $2, and I purchased this one right here. Very good buy. The last game that I sold was The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Um, I never completed that game. I made it like an hour into the game and I just did not like it whatsoever. I felt like the combat system was very weak. The fact that it had a lock on was very easy mode for me. I don't want to play a game that has a lock on in their combat system. Um, I was very lost. I feel like it should have a waymarker, kind of like all of the Call of Duty games, and it should tell you where to go and what you need to do all the time. And the fact that you don't have like unlimited ammo on enemy drops um, really triggered me because I did not have ammo for a lot of my things, and I didn't know what to do when enemies didn't drop anything. So I felt like I was very disappointed in that because this game is probably known as the best game in the world of all time, and like I don't understand how the whole world, like how America would see that. Like I don't know how it's rated the best when there's so many flaws in that game. So I actually went ahead and sold it. I think I gave it to a friend. I'm not really sure. And yeah, like I was so lost in that game. I always had to look at guides and YouTube, and I only made it like an hour into the game before just raging and calling it quits. So um, I had to definitely sell that game. So my game that I purchased for like $6 or $7 that is worth your money is Toy Story 2. This is an amazing RPG adventure in which you take the role of um, Light Buzzsaw, Light Buzzsaw, and you have to complete levels, and you have to complete them very vigorously. And there's no lock-on system in here. It's Toy Story, and you either know it or you don't. And this is a really difficult game, and this is worth your money right here. I'm sorry, Legend of Zelda, but it's just, this game did it for me. This game is the best game that the Nintendo 64 has to offer. Um, I get very emotional talking about it because I've never been moved with such an amazing plot, combat system, character development, character dialogue, enemy placements, enemy attributes, item locations and stuff like that. Like, it's really, really good, and it's really impressive. Um, I get very emotional talking about this because this is a beautiful game. I give this like a 5 out of 5 stars, which is 100%, which means it's perfect. Um, so yeah, I hope you guys realize something out of this video. Like, don't be afraid to talk about games that might be overrated just because of the whole public thing. So I went ahead and made this video just to let you guys know that there are games out there that are much better than these iconic games that uh, IGN and Rotten Tomatoes have out there. It's really good. So um, because of this, I'm going to be streaming League of Legends in the future, and I will be marking my name as probably the best support. I also stream Nintendo 64 games, and I am planning on streaming these amazing, amazing titles that I just talked about. So if you would like to watch, you can definitely catch me at twitch.tv / Mr_Molina, and we can play these games together and realize that these games are really the most underrated games of all time for the Nintendo 64. So I hope you guys learned something out of this video, and I hope you guys gathered strength to talk about things that might be a little bit unacceptable. And I know this is probably going to create a little bit of dramatical issues, but you know what? I felt like it needed to be said. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will be doing top 5 overrated PS1 or PS2 games in the future as well. And I hope you guys have a great day / evening / morning / week / month or year. If you never want to come back to this video, then your whole life. So I hope you guys have a great whatever it may be you choose. And we'll see you all next time. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your life. Thanks.